When I was young, I was basically a mute. I didn't really say anything to anyone. Anyone except my brother. I would occasionally whisper stuff to my brother and he would communicate to other people for me. But eventually he got so good at reading what I wanted that I didn't even have to whisper to him anymore. He could just tell what I wanted and get me what I needed. I was so adamant about not opening my mouth that there was even a time where I was asking my mom for a cookie, but I was too scared to speak. All I could do was point at the cookies that were on top of the fridge, and my mom told me, no, if you want the cookies, you have to actually ask me for the cookies. I took a look at the cookies, then I took a look at my mom, then I just shrugged and walked away. My mom started laughing and said, okay, at least you stick to your guns. Usually boys are too noisy, but I was too quiet. And I feel like most people have gone through something like this. Maybe not to this extreme, but I feel like most people have experienced some kind of social anxiety in their lives. And that is why I think that Komi from Komi Can't Communicate is so relatable. If you haven't heard of the anime Komi Can't Communicate, it is a slice of life anime that focuses on Komi and Tadano, a guy who doesn't really want to create any waves. He just wants to sit back and live a normal high school life, which is really unfortunate because he gets sat next to Komi. His main goal in the anime is to help Komi develop the social skills necessary in order for her to make 100 friends, which is an admirable goal, because Komi is quite the character, and a lot of that shines through in the anime because of how expressive the animation is. You have this very shy and awkward girl doing the most powerful turn and run away you have ever seen. You have these facial expressions to show you what everyone sees versus how Komi actually feels. Everyone puts her on a pedestal and sees her as the most beautiful girl in school, and because of that everyone hates Tadano, because he gets to sit next to Komi, which makes everyone else jealous. She is held in such high regard that no matter what she does, people can only see her as the most incredible girl in their class. But inside, she is a nervous wreck. This facade that everyone else sees is how Komi has gotten through life while never being able to talk to anybody. When they ask for her name, instead of just saying it out loud, she goes up to the front of the class and writes it on the board, and people think she's amazing. When she goes to order coffee, they take her glare as a sign that she is testing them, and they should already know what she wants just by looking at each other. Now this probably doesn't sound relatable to anyone, but just because she is able to get by with this insane amount of luck just because it's an anime, it's not as if she doesn't want to talk to anybody. She would love to talk to people. Her goal is to make 100 friends. And even though she's the most popular girl in school, she doesn't have a single one. This is the part of Komi that I think everyone finds so relatable, and her situation actually highlights how truly terrified she is of speaking to others. Now, I know it might be hard to believe, but I am not the prettiest girl in school. People don't think I am the walking definition of incredible. So believe it or not, people are not constantly fighting to maybe get a chance to talk with me like they do with Komi in this anime. When people talk to you, most people are at least able to answer. Sure, they might feel awkward, they might not say exactly what they mean, but at least words are able to come out. But even though Komi is in the perfect position to make friends if she would only speak up, she remains silent. It doesn't matter how badly she wants to say thank you for picking up her eraser, she's too scared to say it, and that's gotta be frustrating. There are a lot of people who want to speak up. They want to be able to verbalize how they feel and have people understand. They believe that maybe if they were more popular, maybe if they were taller, or maybe if they were prettier, then maybe they would finally be able to communicate. But Komi's circumstance shows that you are who you are, no matter what position you are in. You could be known as the prettiest girl in your school, but that doesn't change how Komi feels inside. And there's a beauty in that. You don't need to be taller, you don't have to be popular, you just have to be you. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how cool everyone else thinks you are. It's about how cool you think you are. Learning to love yourself is sometimes one of the hardest things for people to do, and it's something that might constantly need to be relearned. But as long as you are making the attempt to express yourself, as long as you are able to be comfortable in your own skin, then someone will come along to hear you out. That's why I think that the chalkboard scene is so powerful. The conversations that we think are boring or mundane, how are you doing today? How was school? These are conversations that Komi never got to have. Tadano is the first person to reach out to her, and it all starts with a question. Isn't the weather nice today? In this moment, she is finally able to have those conversations she always wanted to have. It's a great moment where all of her insecurities get put on the table. She says, "When I approach people, it looks like they are nervous, which makes me nervous. What if I say the wrong thing? What if I finally talk and I don't know what to say next? What if they reject me? What if they hate me?" But communication is a two-way street. As scary as all of these what-ifs might be, you have to remember that they haven't actually happened yet. If you want other people to get where you are coming from, then you have to take that first step. I think that's why Komi Can't Communicate is so popular. That's why I think Komi is so relatable. Because at the end of the day, Komi is still just a person who wants to be understood. And deep down, I think that's all we really want. Thank you very much for listening to me talk about some anime again. If you liked what you heard, you can always find more of me on Twitch. I stream almost every day. All of my socials are in the description down below. Thank you again if you stuck with me through the entire video. And just remember, you don't have to believe in yourself. Believe in me. Believe in the me that believes in you. And I'll see you in the next video.